What's up, Ram fans? Welcome back from the break, and yes, to the return of Out of Pocket after week off. We have plenty of talk about, so let's just get into it. Now, Madeline brought up the topic of football and the upcoming season in the fall, and there has been so much talk about where this season is going to put us in the standings for the Mountain West. I've heard perfect season. I've heard we are not going to win a game. So before I tell you guys how I feel about it with them being under Jay Norvell now, I want to know where you guys stand. Is this going to be an overrated team, or do we actually stand a chance this season?
I'm going to kind of leave most of the debate to you guys, just because, football's not my specialty. And you guys obviously know a little bit more than I do in this area. But as someone who has been to a couple of the practices so far, I will say I am impressed with what I have seen with the culture and the relationship that they have created. I think that it seems really positive. There's a lot of, you just get good vibes when you go. And I don't feel like I really ever felt that last season at the football games. There always felt like there was this tension.
Steve Addazio was such a Debbie Downer.
It felt like there was this. It felt like there was this tension between Steve Addazio and the rest of the players, and I'm not feeling that so far. So I do have to say that I am optimistic and I am positive. I'm pretty excited, to be honest.
Yeah, no, when it was Steve Addazio, it felt like it was the team against Addazio and the other team was nowhere in the question. But with this year, I feel like it's genuinely going to be Norvell and the team against the opponent. And I'm really, really excited for that. I think he has just created such a good environment. I don't know about perfect season. I think it's going to take a little bit more of a half a year to get there for CSU. But I think we've got a better shot this year than we had last year, and I think that's something to say for a new coach.
Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree with that statement. But for me, I'm not going to be all negative about it. I do think that they are going to be a better team than they were last year. Not that hard to do, but I do think that they are going to improve. My issue is there's a lot of stock being put into Coach Norvell right now, and we haven't seen him play a game. Obviously, we've seen the things that he's done that were better than Steve Addazio. But it's not hard to be better than Steve Addazio. So although I am trying to be positive, and I really would love for CSU to perform a lot better than they did last year, I'm just not going to come out and say they're going to go 12-0 or that they're going to win even 9 or 10 games next season. I haven't seen anything that makes me think that. You got your talented receiver, Dante right back, but you lose the best tight end in the nation to the draft.
I miss you, Trey McBride.
Scott Patchen also going to the draft. You're losing a lot of great pieces for CSU. For me, it's tough. I think Norvell's a better coach than Steve Addazio. I think Norvell's a better coach than Mike Bobo. I do not think Norvell is going to leave us to a 12-0 season or a season over 10 wins.
Not yet. Not yet. We could get there.
Right.
I feel like, honestly, we're all kind of in agreement about this one, and that's kind of rare. But we're going to move it on to our game picks, because who doesn't love pick'ems? We all do. And I was kind of pulling out ahead a little bit, but then I kind of fell back into the rankings, and Cam has been pulling out ahead. And Ella is catching up, and honestly, with my picks tonight, she has a chance of overriding me. And I don't think that we should waste any time here, because we've got some exciting picks, so let's just get right into them. Our first game of the night is the final in March Madness against 8-seed UNC and 1-seed Kansas. I don't have a ton to go off of here, but I did pick Kansas in all of my brackets to win it all. And my high school English teacher is a huge Kansas fan, and she told me to cheer for her team. So Miss Kerrigan, this is for you. I'm choosing Kansas.
Miss Kerrigan knows best.
You know, when you look at the stats, it's kind of strange how almost identical these two teams match up. You know, they both shoot 36 from the three-point line. They're both incredibly explosive. They both shot the same amount of points in the Final Four, which 81. I thought was really strange. They had both ended up with 81 points. So what I think the difference on this one is going to be is the boards. And without a question, UNC all season has just been dangerous against the glass. Absolutely. I mean, not just Baycott. The whole team, they had 50 rebounds against Duke. 50! That is a team's worst nightmare, offensively and defensively. So I think that is going to be enough for UNC to take it against Kansas.
Yeah, Ella, we're on the same page here. I also believe that UNC can take this game. UNC started out the tournament very hot, beating the 1 seed Baylor, and I think they're going to end the tournament very hot. They already did it by beating Duke, sending Coach K a packing, and now they're going to do it again. Yeah. Kansas is not going to beat Duke in this game. 1 seed, 2 seed, UCLA at 4 seed. They beat St. Peter's, who we all know had that legendary run going. UNC's just on a hot streak right now. I do not see Kansas being able to beat them. Even though Kansas did beat a very good Villanova team, UNC's track record for me just a little bit better, and I think UNC is going to come out with this dub and be national champions.
I don't know if you agree with me on this one, Cam, but if it was Duke, Kansas, I would pick Duke.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is also one of the strongest reasons I have to take UNC for this one. I mean, they beat arguably the best team in the country. Duke fell short against UNC the last game of the regular season and in the tourney. I don't know if that's just a kryptonite thing. But, yeah, no, I would have picked Duke against Kansas, and I'm going to stick with UNC against Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, 100% I think UNC is going to take it. But we have to move on to our second pick-up. And this one, I know one of us has been at least waiting for it. It's opening day for the MLB at Coors Field. Rockies versus Dodgers. Rockies got Chris Bryant. Dodgers are just Thanos. Who is going to win this game? Madeline, you start.
The Rockies are going to take it. Okay, let me just say this real quick. Kyle Freeland, opening day starter. 2017, Kyle Freeland's major league debut, opening day start at Coors Field, dub in that category. They sent Clayton Kershaw packing. Yeah. That was incredible. You always know what they say. History repeats itself. It's going to repeat itself on Friday. The Rockies are winning. Not a doubt in my mind.
Ella, what you got?
I mean, if you follow baseball, you know the Dodgers are going to win the World Series this year. They're the most OP team in the MLB. And for that reason alone, I'm not worried about them beating the Rockies. I mean, the Rockies are not in the top 10, not in the top 15 in my opinion. So that's all there is to it. I'm going to take the Dodgers.
Rockies lose Story. Rockies gain Chris Bryant. But is that enough to have this Rockies team be a playoff team? Absolutely not. We know their history against the Dodgers. The Dodgers are to the Rockies what the Chiefs are to the Broncos, unbeatable to that organization. That's all we got.
Ram fans, that is all the sports news we've got for you tonight. That was a busy one. Make sure to tune in for Ren Wadsworth on desk tomorrow, and we'll see you so soon. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the start of baseball. Finally.